What's up guys, what's going on? I am back at my parents' house today to, I guess, finish part 2 of last video where I wanted to finish doing the body work and start priming and finishing up the hood, but I didn't get to that, so I'm gonna get that done today, hopefully. There's no reason why I shouldn't. So, but stupid me, last time I was working on the car, I unwrapped the shark fin antenna, obviously, and when I went to find a safe spot to put it until I can 3M tape it back on, I just put it back on the roof, and then when I was leaving for the night to go back to my apartment, it just flew off on the highway. So I'll show you my ghetto rig job I have right now to keep water from getting into the roof and to keep the antenna safe, but I was looking them up on eBay and they're not too expensive, so I'm not worried about it. So here's my protection job. Nice Ziploc sandwich bag, some tape. Did the trick. Keeps any water from getting into my roof, but definitely gonna have to put an order in for that shark fin antenna. It was only like 15-20 bucks shipped, so that's not too bad. All right, so getting into the hood, I honestly did a pretty good job doing the body work, but I rushed it up in this corner. And now that I've unwrapped it, I can feel everything that I've seen under the wrap. All these little pinholes, all these little prom areas, and then I could definitely feel this hump where the two hoods connect together. And then down here, you can see that line where the two hoods come together. I could definitely feel that. I could feel this whole edge coming up. That's probably the worst on the whole hood. Overall, I did a pretty good job, but it just needs a full skim coat of Bondo, pretty much just in the already body worked areas, and then just a quick sand. It doesn't need a lot though. I still need to unwrap some orange. You could see it on the very edges of the hood louvers, and then spray some undercoating under the entire underside of the hood just to kind of finish it up. I need to clean up some cuts and clean some rust areas up, but I definitely want to protect the underside and just make it cleaned up. I'll take all the latches off, and I'm gonna try and do the best job I can. Before I start any body work on the hood, I need to get it clean so we know we're getting a nice surface for the Bondo to stick to and any paint work. I'm going to be using just some acetone and some shop rags. Now you don't need too much of this, just enough to saturate the rag a little bit. So I had some leftover glue residue on the dome right here. I just hit it with some more acetone. Got some more right here. You can see it bunching up. It comes right off with acetone, but we just want to make sure that we get everything off because that makes the job a lot better in the end. Right now, me and my dad are going around, and he's hitting it with he's doing some squiggle marks with a pencil. Anywhere there's a pencil mark is where a problem area is that we want to attack. There's definitely a lot of them, but this is what you got to do if you want the final product to be perfect. You got to go around and hit every single spot. With paint and body work, prep is definitely the most important part. If you don't put any prep in, then it's definitely going to show in the final product. The final product is only as good as the amount of effort that you put into the prep work, because as I showed you when I had the hood wrapped, I didn't really put that too much effort into the body work, and then you can see all up in these top corner areas and pretty much everywhere where the hood is seam sealed together. You can see all of my rushing. So I definitely want to do it right this time, which is why I'm trying to put as much time as I can into the prep work to make it perfect. So we're over at the workbench. I got a little cardboard panel in front of me, and we're gonna mix up some body filler. It's honestly best to just use something that's like you could throw away easily, that you don't care about, because Bondo does get messy, and I could just easily fold this up and throw it in the garbage. Every time you open the can, you wanna make sure you stir it up, because it gets a little watery layer at the top. And you just wanna make sure you're not getting any bad mixes. Car now. I got my sheet of Bondo, and we're just gonna start laying it in all of the problem areas. We're done with our first coat of body filler. I had my dad go ahead and take over because I was doing a little rushy job and it wasn't coming out too good, and he's been doing this his whole life, so he knows how to do it the best. So we got to mix up some more so we can get that side of the hood looking like this side, and then we could do some sanding. So that's going to wrap up the second coat of body filler on the hood. As you can see, it's looking pretty symmetrical body filler wise, so I'm pretty sure we got all the spots we wanted to get to first. Now we're going to do sanding over the whole thing, get everything down, get it to where we want it, and then we're going to go to any areas that still need some fine tuning. Alright, so we got the second coat of body filler on. It's a super thin coat, that's why you can still see all my pencil marks throughout. The reason for this is mainly just because I got everything pretty much down 100%, but then there's a bunch of like these little pinholes that are all over the hood. Pinholes, low areas, high areas. That's why it's just a super skinny skim coat over the whole hood. Now I'm going to work that out with a little bit finer grit sandpaper, and then that's going to make it less and less pinholes, and then we're probably going to have to do this process one more time, I'm thinking, but we'll see what happens when we get there. I'm back outside because I'm about to start sanding the second coat of body filler, and I don't want to make a mess in the garage. It's getting pretty dark out, so this may turn into a two-part episode, but tonight I want to at least get it down ready to spray the primer. As you can see, it's pitch black outside, and I'm pretty much done with all the body work on the hood. I'm about 95% done. All these little blue circles are just problem areas that I need to do a quick skim coat job. I think there's less than 10 total. That'll probably take me 20 minutes, but this is going to be it for this video. The way I want to try and style these videos is whatever I can finish in a day is a video. I don't want to go ahead, and even though I said this might turn into a 2-day video, I don't want to have that happen. I don't want to have things go on and on and on and just feel like they're never ending. I don't want videos to go longer than 15-20 minutes. I just think that's boring. Alright guys, so that being said, I'm going to cut the video right here. Next time, expect to see me prime the hood and get it undercoated. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And please don't forget to comment, rate, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.